Good evening, and Spill Glimmers. Welcome to this episode. And I'll have to go. We don't have the chat now. But still, regardless of that, welcome to this episode, post-ban episode. Last week. Huge news on Tuesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't
Tuesday,
remember.
I was on the train, so Tuesday afternoon.
Anyway, if you've been living under a rock, we're going to announce it and break it up for you while if you want to go fix the chat while I talk about it.
Go ahead. Break the news.
So, we have been witness to the first bannings in the game of Lorcana. Some people said it might have been a long time coming. Some people might say it was unwarranted but anyway, Hiram Flaversham and Fortisphere were banned from the core constructed format.
Yep.
So this is a huge change, a huge shakeup for the format. If you want our thoughts and opinions about it, we
have a video on the channel with Pierre-Marc.
Yeah, with Sailor, that was I want to say the principal interested by it. You know,
definitely one of the most affected. Yes.
Yeah. So
what's interesting about that is that following the ban, everyone was panicking. Diablo, everything Diablo. The world is doomed. The game is over. Ban the bird. And then there was a big-ish tournament with some big names like DKP and Moyen this weekend.
Yeah, in Europe.
Where Diablo didn't fare that well.
No. Well, I want to say I looked at the tournament from afar, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at what DKP played against because he always resources his tournaments in painfully staked detail. So I feel that he played against 0 green lists or maybe 1 during the whole weekend. He ate really good with against red purple that was seemingly everywhere at that tournament.
And I have to say, I've been playing a list similar to his the whole weekend, pretty much since the bans, and it eats
Red purple?
Green steel. Like the typical discard, the one people were expecting. It fares fairly well against it as well. So it's like we might be okay from the bird after all. We will see.
We'll see, because like the list doesn't draw as much, so the bird is not as painful for you.
And I think everyone was expecting the bird so much that all the answers are already teched in the decks that were present.
Well, you know, like Diablo is one of the most powerful cards in the game. We cannot say it otherwise. Just as Maui Shark is one of the most powerful cards in the game, you have to have answers against these cards. If you don't, good luck.
Yeah, the PP Peter Pan Shark. So, red purple. Yeah, hey, Sailor. Good to have you here. Actually, we're going to play it. That's what I was about to say. So, tonight, what we're doing, exploring the new decks of the meta. Well, of this burgeoning meta, I should say. Some of the decks that fared well this weekend. Some of our own brews a little bit more.
I tried to do something for our blue steel players. I tried to rack my brain and play something along the lines of what we played back in the day, but we called it blue steel copium for a reason.
We'll see how it fares, as well as some modification on the blurple list from last week that was faring fairly well. I have to say, on Lorcanito, I've been facing quite a few blurple this past weekend, so
that's the reason why we decided to put it in the rotation for tonight.
Because definitely a lot of people seeming to shift onto this to get the draw, and the blue as well, with the top end of Hades and Elsa's. And I gotta say, they're like once they get to those top ends, they're hard to stop, especially with blue-red. So
yeah. Actually, what I said before we started the video is like we both built 3 of the decks, but I am actually very interested by one matchup that I would like to be playing before we start.
Sure.
I would like to see how Green Steel does against Blue Red, and those are both decks that I built.
Oh, that you brought. Sure.
So you
give me the Blue Red.
Blue Red in here
because I know you're the Green Steel player, anyways.
Yeah. It comes to no surprise. The Green Steel also was a list that we took
Hey, Camille.
Hey. it's a list we took from the tournament in Germany that we were talking about. It made top 4 if I remember correctly. It was listed as Green Steel Clarabelle. There were some things that I found a bit intriguing, and I modified some of the numbers. Like I thought that only playing 3 of Prince John was an interesting decision, so I decided just to go with the full play set and like find some space for it and whatnot. You know, just like preferences. I also have some of my one of my signature cards in the deck because I thought that it was quite weird to be playing a discard deck that featured Clarabelle so heavily, so I switched one of them for a Cinderella, which is always a good card, you know.
Yeah. And this is not the Ruby Sapphire I've been playing with the most. This is Moyen's list.
Yep.
That you brought.
I liked Moyen's list a little better than DKP's just because I thought it was cleaner in a way. It had a lot more like 4-ofs. It was just like squarer in a way. Also, I wasn't quite yet sure about All Is Found.
Yeah.
That was a 3-of in DKP's list, so
we'll see. I'm still not a fan of Goofy, Super Goof in those lists.
Maybe it's not the 4-drop of choice, but you want to be a bit more aggressive with it. I don't know. So we'll do the cut if you also want to change the view to...
Oh, sure. Let's switch it up.
And even or odd?
Even.
That is odd. And it's starting again tonight with me being on the play a lot. But you know how it goes.
Yeah, we're going to roll 2 dice and higher will start going forward.
That, or we'll just fix you on the play at some point.
No. All right, what do we do with that? This is trash.
Sorry to say that mine's great.
Oh, no, I mean, like, this is trash.
Oh, goody. So I'm going for 3
5.
here. Uh-oh.
The good news is that these lists tend to recover fairly well after a mulligan if you have just a few of the pieces, so not too worried. Hey, Chernadog. Were you playing a version with, like, actual Chernabog in it? Because I know I removed it from mine.
And speaking of which, like, out of respect for Clara, Questing Queen, I played a tournament yesterday in Sherbrooke. Her deck was bonkers. Like, she was on a version of Chernadog that was very, very spicy. I don't want to spoil what she's playing if she wants to keep it a secret. We have a big 2K coming in the province of Quebec in about 2 weeks. So, but the deck was nuts.
All right, start us off.
We'll go for Pete.
Yep. Diablo. So, Sail, Tipo, McDuck, Tamatoa, Sail, Maui, and Pirate's Life.
Perfect. Go ahead.
And drop. It's going to be Tipo Pass. Oh, drop. Reset game. Someone was playing single player earlier tonight.
Oh. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ink this Tinkerbell. Play a morph.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course.
Shift this Diablo. Quest for 1.
Yep.
And pass the turn. I draw as you draw.
Yep. And you're going to draw some more. And we're going to ink this. And pass the turn.
Draw.
Where's Day of Judgment when you need it?
That's the wrong game, sir.
It is, but it's the right cost for the pace at which green feels like it's going.
You're gonna ink a morph here.
The rare tramp, do a quick self-mill filler for turnabout. Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry about this.
Yeah.
Quest with both of them. And...
Let's go again, too.
Come on.
I'm kidding.
Come on. Good.
It does feel pretty lopsided, though, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Let's sing this Maui, Brawl, this one.
Yep. The pre one.
Pass turn.
Okay. I'm gonna ink this other morph. Play the muses.
Yep, you got it.
Which one?
Yep.
Got it.
Draw off a turn. Pay for Tala. Get the top two. I miss my list so freaking much right now. This is trash.
Funny to say from a list that just like won a lot this weekend.
I don't know how much they've played against this. Like, I miss my Sisus a lot right now.
That's fair enough.
None of the lists are running Sisus, and to me this is like complete heresy, to be completely honest. Draw. And pass turn.
Draw. Ooh.
Yeah, no, they both went on 4 ofs of B preps instead of running the Sisus, and I don't get that choice.
I understand. I'm gonna play Lucifer.
Sure.
Make you discard 2 or an action.
I'm gonna discard a Pirate's Life.
Sure enough. I'm gonna use Diablo to sing Sudden Chill.
I'm gonna discard a Manor.
I'm gonna bring back the Lucifer with the trigger from the Muses.
Well.
Go ahead.
Drop. I'm gonna ink a Maui. I'm gonna Tala, draw a card.
You actually...
yeah, it's a top 2 and I choose.
Yep.
It's not gonna change much. I'm gonna tap 2 to Vision of the Future.
Yep.
Top 5. Yeah, it's gonna be that one. Is it? No, it's gonna be that one. There we go. And I'm gonna quest for one with Tala. Go ahead.
Draw. Play a small Diablo. Be prepared.
Pirate's Life and Maui F Shark.
Sure enough. Ink Pete. Lucifer again.
Pirate's Life.
Yeah. Diablo singing Sudden Chill.
F Shark.
Bring this back and have to save my board somehow, but I'm gonna have to. Oh no, I can.
Can bounce the Diablo.
Oh no, I can bounce it
music.
herself.
Yeah.
So I'll use this to make you discard this.
And now I am scooping.
Yeah.
This is absolute bullshit. Sorry for the language. I've had a terrible day. The stream start has been really stressful and horrendous, and this is really the kind of matches that I absolutely despise when the deck is not built to handle it.
Fair enough. Like I said, like it kind of pictures what I said, that maybe green still wasn't represented quite as much. Like I know it isn't popular in Europe in general.
Yeah.
Like
No, I just know that having played my list the whole weekend, which runs coils and sisus and like a lot more interaction than this, having to be like so tempo negative on like, oh yeah, oh I'm gonna discard a brawl and play a brawl, instead of being like, okay, coil sisu and then shift sisu, wipe your board, and then like,
and you're going fast in those lists. Yeah, because
no, this like,
and like funnily enough, like this is about what won in Sherbrooke yesterday.
really?
This is a list from Moyen. It runs 3 Tamato, Happy as a Clam.
Yeah, which feels, I don't even know what that card does in that deck.
It's not as bad as it seems.
It recycles popsicles.
It's basically card draw.
Uh,
It's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible.
I'd much rather have my what's the word? Not Vision of the Future, but the other one. That I guess. That. Return 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. No, I've never liked DKP's version of Blue Red. I'm sure he plays it very well, but this aggro-ish, that's not aggro, it doesn't really go fast.
Yeah.
Green Steel always comes back. Yeah, you're right on that.
And I'm all there for it.
Let's see how you're faring on the draw, though.
Yeah.
There we go.
Draw. In Clarabelle into Small Diablo.
Yep. Tipo, Tala, Brawl, Azurite Sea, Goofy, Tala.
Fair enough. Go.
The rock. It's going to be Tipo into Sail. Draw. Into Sail. Pass the turn.
Draw. I think another Clarabelle. Ursula?
Sure. Vision of the Future, Tala, Goofy, Brawl, and Tala.
Okay, I misremembered something from that, but that's no biggie. So now, do I do that or do I do this? Doesn't feel great. You have a Goofy in hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tipo into Tala. Look at the top 2.
Yep.
It's gonna be that one.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Draw. Inking the Beast here. Playing Prince John. Singing Sunchill with Ursula.
Sure. I think it's gonna be that. Yeah, it's gonna be Develop Your Brain.
I'm gonna draw off the
Yep.
John. Legacy. Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, 4. Tala.
Yep.
Look at the top 2. This will be bottom, this will be hand. And going to incubate Vision of the Future.
Yep.
Quest for 1.
Okay.
Go ahead. God, I miss my tools.
Okay. Ink morph. Hypnotize.
So that's discard 1.
You discard 1, I will draw 2 in total.
Sure. It'll be Scar.
Right. Drawing 2. That's about the best thing I can hope for with this. I'm gonna shift here. Request for 1. And pass the turn 2.
Sure. Ready, set, draw. We're gonna start with the start.
Yep.
Bolt the bird. Then gonna ink that Goofy here. And quest for 2.
Yep.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Draw. Ink Pete. Play Lucifer.
Sure. Pirate's Life.
Drawing 1 from the John here. And passing the turn.
You got it. Draw. Gonna sing how far I'll go.
You got it.
Look at the top 2. Yeah, this will be ink, this will be hand.
Yep.
Pay 4. Play a Megduck Manor. Quest for 1.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Have 1 card in hand.
1.
In that case, speak of this card.
Sure. It's a Maui.
Draw here. Then ink Diablo here. Play Tinkerbell. And just finish one of the Talas with the
Sure.
Lucifer.
One on the other.
Pass turn. Engage.
2 lore. Draw. So here for 2, I'm gonna Vision of the Future.
Straight.
4, 5. Interesting choice. I think it's gonna be that, with the rest going here. And then for 4, it's gonna be another manor.
Heart.
And remove Ursula.
Yep.
Pass there.
Draw. Kater Carlo.
Sure.
The bird is the word. Finish your Tala. Put 4 into one of the manors. Pass turn.
Gain 4.
Yep. That's a lot.
Draw. Pass turn.
Draw.
Yeah, the giant think is back. Was she on the original list, or is it something you added?
It was in the original list, and I think it's a good thing because, like, it's a great card. Incar Kater Carlo. shift discard.
So I cannot sing this turn.
You cannot exert characters to sing
Oh, right,
songs,
right, right.
and my pirates gain resist +1. I'm gonna make you discard your card.
Sure, it's how far I'll go.
Alright, and I'll draw a card from this. Alright, so you have 5 left on this one, and
9 on the other one.
okay. These two will go here, and this one will finish
Okay,
this one.
so that's 6.
That's 6 total on the other one.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Drop. Deep rep. And 2 lower. Go ahead.
Muses.
All right.
Go ahead. Going to 14 now.
Yep. Drop. Popsicle. Drop.
Oh.
Develop your brain. 1, 2. It's gonna be. Does it even matter? Does it even matter? I think it might. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I think I'm better off keeping that one, returning that one at the bottom.
Alright.
And pass turn.
Finish off the manor.
Yep.
Play a bird.
You got it.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. We're gonna start by Vision of the Future.
You got it.
For 5. What do we do here? That's 2, 4, 6 with a bird.
Which is, some might say, the word.
I think I'm gonna keep that. In this.
No shark.
To a shark. Go ahead.
That stalls the board.
I mean, it's still my one answer, like my one character answer to Diablo at 6 cost after it's usually drawn like 15 cards. I'm at 8 ink. Alright, what actions do I have here?
Yeah, let's look what's happening in there. See how.
This is fun, this is fun. This is always good.
Okay, I'll try to do it this way. Quest 1, Quest 2. Actually, can I do that? Quest 1 for sure, that's
Yep.
undeniable. Quest with Diablo as well.
Bing.
That's awful. Like, it's awful. Yeah, I have to quest here.
How to beat the blue red mana. With this card, apparently. 3?
Deal 3. Send both the muses back to my hand. Play one back. Pass turn.
Alright. Ready, set, drop. I'm gonna EL the
I
Maui.
forgot you had a popsicle.
I'm gonna remove Diablo.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bring back. Where is it?
Pirate's Life.
No.
Pirate's Life pulls you ahead.
Yeah, but so does Vision of the Future.
Fair enough.
For action into action into action potential.
Oh yeah, you can storm me off.
Yep. So Vision.
Yeah.
Look at the top 5.
Yeah, I played sloppy. I forgot that
1, 2,
popsicle
3,
was there.
4, 5. You know what? At this point, I think I just need that. It's probably gonna be enough.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that too.
And has a turn.
So So you go to at least 18. You can like draw something. Yeah. That's my only.
So, Ras, to answer your question, on the play it's okay. On the draw right now, it's been terrible the first game.
Declining the trigger on there. That's not even. You're gonna go to 19. Yeah, go.
Sure. 2 lore. Draw for turn. For 4, I'm gonna play a Tala.
Help.
2. Oh, I'm gonna keep that one. Return that one to the bottom.
Yeah.
And pass turn.
Help.
I'm suddenly happy that Pete can't be bounced with muses. That juggling would be bad. It's the Moyen version. It's not the DKP version. But they're fairly similar. I think I have the scars that he didn't.
No, I think DKP had them too. But main difference was like some weird one-ofs and all is found was the main difference. I'm gonna concede.
Move the shark in location. That's usually what I do. You're right, Dan. I usually move the shark in the location just for flex.
And we can change the matchup. Like you said, you didn't like how it felt on the.
I mean, we can retry it. Maybe you won't have the nut draw this time.
Maybe.
With double Diablo and.
If you want to in the next game, in the next whatever matchup, I'll be the one piloting it. I want to see how it works.
Sure. It's a deck that if you pull ahead, you're probably gonna stay ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
But it doesn't have because here B prep feels great, right? In that matchup. But when you play on ladder against everything purple.
They just have
be preparing hands. Purple, you're lowering your cards and they're drawing 6 out of your B prep and laughing all the way to the bank.
I feel that.
They're like, oh sure, I've already had my value, it's fine, go ahead, my library's still there.
So here you go.
So yeah, I haven't looked at all the lists from this weekend, but I do feel that it might have been not the biggest meta shifts, apart from just not having typical blue-red. This, I guess. Return 3.
I'm going for 2 here. I feel it's a bit dangerous, but that's fine. Yeah, that was not great.
All this fun's important to skip Ink 6 and 7 and go right to Sisu at 8. Yeah, but you know...
That's what he had that Moyen didn't. He had a bunch of Sisus, I think.
Oh, so he had the Sisus. Yeah, he didn't have the...
No, he didn't have the Scar. I think he only had the Sisus.
So I would have probably preferred his list. Because the Sisus genuinely feel great in the deck. But to be fair, the version I've been playing at 4-drop runs the Kida and the Raya. And you don't need all this found when you can Kida into Raya, ramp.
No, but you showed me the version. We decided not to play it here because you want to keep it still I
want to have it for the 2K, for the set champs and maybe the 2K. So
so
I still like it a lot better than.
And
than what
I have to say, I wasn't a big fan when you showed it to me. God.
The Raw. Oh my God! You don't have Maui turn 1.
Maui?
Not Maui. Diablo.
Yeah, fair enough.
What are we inking here? Just thinking, develop your brain. Bastard.
Interesting. Uses morph.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. Tipo into Tipo into this, I guess. Pass turn.
This one was late to the party. Diablo.
A bit late indeed.
John. Hypnotize to shift that Diablo and sing Sudden Chill.
Yep. I'm going to discard People Super People.
I'm going to draw off of him.
Yep.
And pass turn to you.
Turn 4 Sisu, 3 all is found, 1 Goofy, no brawls. Prefer more 4 drop. Yeah. We're gonna brawl the bird.
Brawling the bird.
Quest for 1 with Tipo.
Yep.
And then it's gonna be Vision here.
Yep.
Yank. Pass turn.
Draw. I'm gonna ink Pete to play Catercarlo. And pass turn.
Alright. Draw.
Schildrichter der Spiele. Schildrichter der Spiele.
Oh, the Spiele.
Obviously.
Obviously, I mean...
For all German fans. Right?
Our huge German audience. All of it.
Which is exactly, according to our analytics, 0%?
Something like that. Oh, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I think I'm going to ink Maui here and Quest for 1 with Tipo. Pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Shift here. Just gonna remove your guy for free.
Because he has resist.
As long as he's exerted, so when
okay.
he challenges...
Oh, yeah, the pirates have resist 1. Yes.
Go ahead.
Draw. For 4 here, it's going to be how far I'll go?
You got
Top 2. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be hand, that's going to be ink, and then for 1, it's going to be popsicle. Draw a card.
Yep.
What do I do with that? I'm passing the turn, I think. Quite the hand. 4 Sisu, 3 all is found, 1 Goofy, no brawl. Yeah, more 4-drop is...
Let's play this Diablo.
Sure, 2 sharks to be prepped.
That's what I didn't want to see.
Take your pick.
Or your next turn, you're just gonna... yeah, that doesn't feel great. Quest for 4. Go ahead.
Jeez, I wonder what I'm gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
Be prepped?
Yeah. No one's surprised.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Bird.
Yep, is the word.
Good.
Huh. Okay, that's surprising. Draw.
Need ink.
Sure. Maui.
Yeah.
Develop.
Yeah.
Lower. Look at the top 2. You're on 4. Yeah, it's probably gonna be that. Up. Go ahead. Hopefully you don't have a second one in hand.
Go.
Draw. It's gonna be 4 here for a Tala.
Yep.
Top 2. Hand. Up. Then it's going to be 1 for a develop. Gain a lore. Top 2. Yeah, that's gonna go hand. That's gonna go bottom. Straighten this up. 1 here for a popsicle. Draw a card. Ink a popsicle.
Vision.
2 for vision. 4, 5. It's gonna be this to hand. These on the bottom. And then Maui's gonna sing How Far I'll Go.
Sure enough.
Gain a lore.
Rest wants to sell me. He opened a Diablo at the league at my store the other day. He wants to sell it to me. The problem is now my whole play set is French, so I don't.
Which one? These? Oh no, with the.
Well, all my play set is French,
yeah. Including
the enchanted.
Go ahead.
Oh God.
You're allowed to crash both birds into.
Seems terrible.
Not saying it isn't. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, if you're ahead, everything's great. Hey, I know that girl.
I love that people are unironically starting to play that.
Have you seen the perler art on Reddit of her?
The what?
Someone did a perler art of her.
Really?
Like with the small pearls.
Nice.
It's a really nice.
Quest for 2 here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which will likely go unpunished because, well, I don't have one of the cards in my deck here. But hey, what are you gonna do? For 6, it's gonna be Maui. For 3, we're gonna brawl this bird.
Okay, we're gonna take care of both the birds.
Gain 2 lore. Then we're gonna crash into the bird. Bring back. How far I'll go?
Yep.
Sing how far I'll go.
Yep.
Gain 2 lore. Top 2. Yeah, that's definitely that. And that in the ink. And pass the turn. Oh, I forgot to use my popsicle. Should be fine.
That's fine if you want to do it now.
No. You missed a draw from the Diablo because you had 2 and you only drew 1.
I think I drew 2.
Oh, no, the other one wasn't exerted. Yeah, it was. I don't know. Anyways.
I drew 2.
They'll tell us.
Like I have these 2 cards that I drew off the Diablos and I was not happy with it.
World's Greatest Criminal Mind has been the bane of my existence this weekend playing the Maui Shark, to be completely honest. Lemon Line discard might legit be back. It is. So 3, 1, 1.
Go ahead.
Draw. Here. So that's 11, not, that's 10. 10 is not 12. So for 4, it's going to be a mana.
Yep.
For 4, it's going to be a mana. I'm going to pop this popsicle to bring him down to 1.
Yeah.
Quest for 2.
Uh-huh.
Pass turn.
Put 1 of each in the manors.
Oh, sure. Definitely. 1 per manor. Someone needs to take care of them.
Those draws have been great. Just great. Just great.
This meta is going to be fun.
I'm going to concede here because,
Oh, wow.
This is why I drew off the 2 Diablos Exerted. That's why I knew I drew both.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then I
okay.
drew this, and I was like, not great. I really
And
wanted to
then
find
next
some.
turn was just
Yeah,
this
yeah.
with the 2 manners on board, gaining 2 lore, and
Yeah, it was GG.
yeah.
As expected.
You know, like if the deck's ahead and you don't have the nut draw,
yeah.
it's fine. But if the deck's behind, like when you had your Diablos first game, like even if I prep you, like you've already drawn what 6, 7 cards off of it.
Yeah. So now we play the best of 3, but do you want to switch back like we did last week?
Yeah,
more
best
like
of 1 for the
BO1 just to play more games. Like I'm gonna play 1 game of this, and we can have a small intermission because I have gifts as always. I forgot last week, but we cracked them after the show. It felt really bad.
Which one is this? That's this. Let me see here. There's actually one list I want to try against this. That might be that one. Yeah, World's Greatest has been good against this deck. So has the Blurple setup of like just the Hades and the just freezing everything with Elsa's. And then like crabbing a small like an Elsa 5 and rushing
Just
into
trading.
it. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't really mind your Elsa 5 drop crashing into.
High roll.
Sure, high roll. I was about to say,
10.
look at you roll a 12. 7. All right. Those are yours.
Yeah. All right. So against Blurple, right?
Yep, against Blurple. 7. This I don't want. This I don't want. Yep. Alright.
All right. These 2 I don't want, so I'm going for 2 here.
That works.
Would you believe me if I said that I sent back 2 cards and I got the exact same 2 cards?
That's been my very, very experience for a lot of decks in like the past few weeks.
It's normal.
No, I know.
Decks are consistent. They're for us. Like it's bound to happen sometimes.
But I know how it feels when
It's just like kind of a feel bad. What's happening? Split sleeve?
No, sleeves that are upside down.
Uh-oh.
Let me just fix that very quick.
Is it again my fault for like presenting the deck to you?
No. This is literally like probably when we made the changes.
Oh.
Like something like one playset being upside down.
Fair.
So this looks like when we edited the list, one of the places just found its way upside down into the deck.
That's fair enough.
There we go.
All right. Best of luck.
Best of luck to you. Start us off.
Maui for develop. And go ahead though.
Nope. Mim for Retrosphere, bend the Retrosphere,
Bell.
bring out Bell. Go ahead.
Popsicle.
Yep,
Tipo.
you got it.
Go ahead.
Draw. Diablo. Tipo.
Yep.
And I think it's gonna be this. Go ahead. Not falling for your super goof.
Another magnetic manner.
Yep.
Grammatala. Finding something. Something being this. This goes to the bottom and saying go.
Draw for turn. Yeah, it's gonna be Fox into Genie here.
Got it.
Draw a card. Pass turn.
It's a draw. Okay. First off, we're gonna sing. How far I'll go.
No one knows when.
This way. Popsicle. Ink Super Goof. How far I'll go again.
Yep.
Go right ahead.
Ready, set, draw.
You know, like Lemon Lime discard. I'm reading now the comments.
Yeah.
Like it had won one of the big tournaments early on when Blue Steel was still there. I think that deck is still like genuine. It's like really egregious, you know. Like I remember playing that in Vegas
And quest for 3.
yeah.
And here I'm gonna play Popsicle, draw a card.
Yep.
And probably just this. Might be this. Yeah. Ink and Elsa.
Yeah.
Pass turn, you can be Brett.
Don't think I will though. Though we have this.
You do? You do.
And then I would like to gain a lore off Develop Your Brain. This is the way. And at this point I'm just trying to keep up, I think. Go ahead.
Sure thing. Draw for turn. I'll play Popsicle.
Yeah.
Draw a card. Oh, that is good.
Uh-oh.
Quest for 2. Bring out the Fox.
Yo.
And I'm gonna ink the bell here.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Draw.
Yep.
People. Super people.
Super people. Second shark.
Second shark, because they come in bunches.
Schools of sharks?
I think that's... Isn't that for fish or...
I mean, sharks are fish.
Sure.
I don't know if there's a special word for them.
Yeah, because like there's a word for everything in English
in
language.
English.
So gain 2.
Yep. You got it.
Here, so top 5. These.
These.
Use the first shard to sing how far I'll go.
Yep.
These two. This goes here. And this stays here. Everything's good. Go ahead.
Ready, set, draw.
1-9.
It's going to be Cogsworth into Hades on this shark.
Yep. Someone 10 now.
And go ahead.
Draw. Okay. We'll start by vision.
Yep. Definitely a lot of card selection in the higher end does not feel needed. Hey, Fall of last year is not so bad. We've had players coming in like almost weekly at the league, new players. So we hope you like the game, though. If you're still here 6 months later, it's probably a good sign. Glad to have you on board, Kai.
Okay. How can I do this to be the more efficient possible? Game 3, you lose 2.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Le bleu lumière. This thing. Haven't thinked yet.
You haven't. So
For 10, yeah, no, 10 makes sense.
you're 11, right? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah.
Yep, 12.
12. So this thing here to develop your brain, with 12 here.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm just like playing alone here.
Oh yeah, that's what the deck does. It's fine.
Have fun here.
Sure.
Go ahead.
This is useless. Is it useless? Might not be. Might not be. All right. See what we can do. So popsicle here.
Yep.
Oh well, that works.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna ink a retrosphere, and Hades your second shark.
Got it.
And now I'm gonna remove Tipo.
Yep.
Take a damage. And quest with Tipo. And quest for 2 here with 80s.
Yep.
And go ahead. I mean, not like you don't already have a beep rep in hand to be ready for that scenario, but at least it's now cost you 2 sharks.
I actually don't, but I'll try.
Let's dig for it.
Try and find one.
Yep.
I'll just quest with that towel
Sure.
before, because I'm allowed to. So that's 3, 6, 7.
Manner. Yep. Draw for turn. For 4, it's going to be a genie. Draw a card. For 3, it's going to be friends. Draw 2. How do I get back in this game, if any way? I mean, I don't know that I can, to be completely honest, but I mean, pass turn.
Gaining 2 of
Yep.
the BNB. At least you have like lines of foxing into like
Yeah. Like,
killing.
it's not completely over, depending on what you play.
Yeah. I'm gonna heal your genie.
To Tamatoa.
Tamatoa. Regrow this.
That feels like a great use of 6 mana.
It's a threat. It has a great body.
Yeah, but so does a lot of other, like... At that point, there's the...
Go ahead.
Sure. But, like, at that point, I'd much rather the King Candy for 5 that draws 2 and...
I understand, but like it's still like threatens lethal here.
Yeah, I mean...
It's hard to deal with, and...
I've got 2 ways of removing it.
Yeah.
I mean, 3. Like, I got 2 Hades and a Let It Go.
Okay, you had a
And a
full
library.
playset.
But, like, yeah, nothing to remove the matter at this point. GG.
Alright. So...
Didn't find a single Elsa, nor a crab.
Can go for the little cracking packs intermission
Sure,
right now.
let's do that.
Because at some point I'll have to just like play a bit around the deck because like I have shared cards from...
Yeah. So I'll let you crack your pack first, and then when I crack mine, you can start shuffling around.
I have 4 packs actually.
Oh, good.
I felt festive today, and because we got a lot of demand for a special episode in French and whatnot.
Yeah?
I have 2 packs of Ursula's Return in English and 2 in French, and we're gonna open the French ones in French.
Sure.
So,
French ones in French. Sure thing.
but not with French accents, like our normal Quebec accents.
Yeah.
So let's start with the English one, so we don't have to just juggle languages there.
You got it.
So I'll start with mine. It's time for Nick Bellon to appear, by the way. Like, he heard the sound of the cracking pack, and then he's like... So...
Agustin.
Training Ground. Rose Lantern. The Fates. Pascal. Ariel. Into the Uncommons. Mickey Mouse. Flotsam and Jetsam. Megara. Miss Potts. Enchanted Teapot, but it's
Not an enchanted card.
And we have a super rare here that is
Noir.
Noir. And Dodge. Dodge!
And on this hand, so Prince Eric, Pegasus, Bell, Untrained Mystic, Gus, Ice Block. I don't know if Sailor's still there, but got it for you. Thebes. In the uncommons, we have Flotsam, Panic, and Triton, Jasmine, and Raja.
Very thematic.
And an uncommon, just a hey. In the foil slot.
The Bumbling Rooster, and I have to say I love the French name for it.
What is it?
Coq empoté.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because, yes, Rooster...
You do have the mind of a 12-year-old.
Yes. So here are French packs.
Yep. Let's see if we can beat that.
Yeah, not gonna be very hard. On va parler un peu en français parce que... ça commence déjà mieux avec Diablo, Anna, Pluto, Hercule, pauvre âme en perdition.
Ah oui.
Comment tu fais pour faire pauvre âme en perdition?
About that way.
Décret de Triton, une autre Mégara libérée.
Délivré.
Je dois dire, on parle de cartes en français. J'ai découvert sur Return of Hercules en français, comment Mégara appelle Hercule en français. Et en anglais, c'est Wonder Boy. En français, de France, c'est Super Mâle. For our English...
Yeah, this one deserves an English word.
Yeah, because...
So, Meg in English calls Hercules Wonder Boy. And Drew found out recently that in Friends French, she calls him Super Male.
super male, and it's supposed to be a play on words for Superman. I think it's horrendous, mais bon.
It's not Wonder Boy. Ouais.
Li Shang, Sisu, un autre rageur. What? Alright.
Womp womp.
Ton,
On va voir
pack,
si je peux faire mieux.
ton pack de...
Invocateur d'encre cachée. Anna. Max. Pégase. Belle. Et Mickey. Le plan d'Ursula. Pat. Et Hadès. Same colors. Le repère d'Ursula. Hey, Belle. Accomplished Mystic. And a foiled band Fortisphere.
That didn't age well.
It's foil.
Sure, it was the last one that I didn't have in foil. Now that it's banned, I can play the foil playset. All right.
Let's move to the next one. What's the third deck you brought tonight?
I have the, like we said at the beginning of the episode, Blue Steel Copium.
Oh yeah, Blue Steel Copium. And I have... No, not that one. Where is it? Where is it?
What are you searching for?
Might be that one. Oh yeah, it's that one. I saw the sharks and I was confused. I was looking for red purple.
Sure enough.
Just not used to them having sharks in there. Alright, so this is the red purple list that everyone's talking about.
Red purple aggro.
Red-
I hear sometimes.
Aggro with Elsa's in it, because that's aggro. But yeah, it's a red purple that plays the Lumieres. Probably as a way to fight off Sisus and other red threats.
Okay.
A few Elsas.
So this is supposed to be the blue cards
The
that
B
were
prep.
shared.
So no, it's an interesting list. By the way, if anyone's curious about the lists we're playing tonight, all the lists are in the description for the 6 decks we're playing.
Oh god, I'll have to change some sleeves. But that's okay. It won't be too long. Don't worry. That I need 1 Pete.
So to anyone who's asking me if I have cards to sell or to trade when we're at the shop, the reason I always say no is because I completely despise having to do that.
It is painful and like I don't like doing it.
I mean, for the Tamatoas, I can understand. But,
Yeah, that's fine.
but when people ask me like, "Hey, do you have extra like commons and stuff like that?" There's nothing that frustrates me more than having to rotate Let the Storm Rage ons or Pete's
Yeah,
or
even I have like 2 places. The problem is like my nice ones. Like I always want to play my nice ones.
yeah.
But you see, like
Oh no, it's not about like you specifically in this case. It's just
I understand.
and especially with the whole case of $20 decks, like there's a lot of commons that I need quite a few of.
Yeah, because they're just like that good, like popsicles. You want like 30 of them.
Yep. And even the less flamboyant ones, I'll say. Like, we play the Monsieur Dark, we play the Honey Marins. A lot of nice little value pieces over there.
The hard part is like I didn't like plan for these sleeves, which are like hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the sleeves I usually always use are so hard to come by at the distributor right now that I'm not able to buy any. I
katanas?
Yeah, I actually had, like, I was so happy that yesterday in Sherbrooke they had them. I always shout out the store I work for, but this time I'll have to shout out Le Griffon Sherbrooke. Thank you for supplying me with 2 whole packs of the sleeves I desperately need.
If anyone at Ultimate Guard is listening and wants to sponsor Drew to get sleeves, to be fair, katanas are great. Like,
yeah, great sleeves. Love them. And also, like, I always say that, like, I say that, like, full disclosure, when people ask me about it. Like, oh, why don't you like Dragon Shields? It's not that I don't like them. It's just I like them less than the other brands. They just tend like these. Even on these ones you see, like they tend to be a little longer off the top, and they will. And these ones are not that bad, you know. And they tend to like kind of ripple up the top.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera catches it well, but there's like a small gap, and that's double sleeved if it's just like a single sleeve card.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. Also, like them being longer, you'll see that the edges start to bend,
There.
and then they become marked.
Yeah, I still prefer them personally, but that's just.
Oh, they're the biggest sleeve brand for a reason. People like them. People have been playing them for years and years and years, and they're great. They're serviceable. Like I love the artwork on this one, so I bought some. But about 5-6 years ago.
I mean, they still look good.
Because I just unpacked them.
I know. Shh! Don't say that.
That's fine.
So 10.
10. See me roll an 11.
Go ahead. I hate you. I friggin' hate you.
No, just start this one because at some point we gotta let you have.
I have to accept my fate.
I rolled the die just for the low factors, but start this one, please.
Okay.
Please do.
I mean, it is your right as the winner of the die roll to decide who starts. So.
Okay, so I'll decide you're starting. And this will need a thorough shuffle. Very thorough shuffle.
What do we do with that, actually? I think we return 3, and we keep the rest.
4.
Oh, actually. Yeah, let's just return 2. Yeah, that works.
And serviceable, though. So, yeah. Let me know what you think about Blue Steel Copium. I'm going to be playing it for the first time, like...
Right now?
Yeah, it was kind of a fever dream, a midday fever dream that I went with.
Against the deck that did like top 4. Maybe even top 2.
Historically, Red Purple was very good into Blue Steel, so let's see what happens with this.
Yep.
I would assume it's still kind of the same.
Alright, let's start at this.
Sure.
Snake into Chernobog turn.
Will go.
Draw. Lumiere into Lumiere Quest for 1.
Got it.
Go ahead. So now Chernobog's follower 3/1.
I definitely need to shuffle this deck a little better next round. Chicha.
Chicha.
Dedicated Mother.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. I'm going to quest and sacrifice the followers to draw a card. And I'm going to ink a followers and play a Sisu.
Sure enough.
What are the chances you actually want to sacrifice this? Not very high. I quest for 1. Go ahead. And since you're in steel, there's a higher chance you have removal.
I'll be inking Tamatoa Happy as a Clam. Fishbone Quill.
Yep.
Activate the quill. Draw a card of the Chicha.
Mm-hmm.
Bonk.
You got it.
Go ahead.
Draw. So for 1, I'm going to play a broom. For 1, I'm going to play a broom, banishing this broom.
Sure.
To draw a card. Gonna ink this pirate's life here. And quest for 2.
Yep.
Go ahead. I was surprised for a list that was tagged as aggro not to see the Flynn Riders.
Flynn is just very, very bad right now.
Yeah, with all the bells and 2 removal and everything.
Yeah, I just think Flynn is just actively a bad card right now. Chicha.
Second Chicha.
Activate. Draw.
Yep.
Go.
Draw. And Cabral.
Uh-huh.
Pass the turn.
Draw. Okay, that's interesting. Tinkerbell.
Yep. Bing, bong.
Pass turn.
Draw. Yeah, I think it's still going to be that. So I'm going to quest for 1.
Yep.
I'm going to crab banish, give himself the buff.
Sure.
Draw a card. Ink the library, because that's how bad my hand is. And pass turn.
Draw. Ink Tamatoa, happy as a clam. Deal 2.
2, sure.
Draw.
It survived.
3 pops. Sacrifice pops. Whole new world.
Sure. Elsa, and Sisu.
Right?
So trust me, I will take that new hand right now.
Quill makes me draw a card.
Yep, so you're on 8.
Yes. Katakaro?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Quest for 1. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. So useless right now. So for 4, it's going to be a rabbit. Draw a card. It's going to be an ink into brawl to bring out a fox. Bring back the rabbit. Draw a card. I'm going to remove the Chicha.
Sure enough.
And pass turn. That's 8 board. And you're on 8 ink right now.
Draw. King Tipo. Cogsworth?
Yep. Cogsworth's good.
Cogsworth?
Sure thing.
Bump.
Yep.
Quest for 4.
Yep.
Go ahead. E-prep.
You know it. So yeah, 7 B prep. And just ink a Sisu here to go to 8 ink. And pass turn.
Hades with no effect. Go ahead.
Yep. Draw for turn. For 8, it's going to be Elsa freezing the Hades. And inking the Pirate's Life here. Pass the turn.
Popsicle.
Yep.
Sorry. That came out wrong.
You're good. All the Hades.
Good.
Not enough. Not enough. Still worth a try. So 4 rabbit.
Yep.
Draw card. Fox. Bring back rabbit.
Yeah.
Draw card. Let's ink a snake, because I don't think I'm going to need that many. For a rabbit.
Sure.
Draw card. And for 8, 9, 10, 11. Go ahead.
Okay. You caught up to me. Well, I released you once, so.
Twice. Oh, no, once, right. The first one was on an empty board.
Craig the Popsicle.
Tamatoa. Oh,
No,
Bell.
Get this bell. You want?
Sure. Library, Mim, Lumiere, Genie, Friends, Merlin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Five. Bagheera. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Scepter of Arendelle. Do I need to be calling something? Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. Go ahead.
Sure. Drop your turn. What do we do with that? What do we do with that? We're gonna go crash this here.
Sure.
For 2 damage, draw a card. Then, gonna be Elsa on both Hades.
Yep, they're frozen.
Let it go, man. Then it's gonna be Chernobog into Genie draw card. Pass turn.
Okay. Huh. Right. These guys, you stay this way. Draw here. Actually, play a beast.
Yep.
I have to kind of want to pull ahead here. Let it go. Hard cast. Quest for
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Quest for 4. And pass the turn.
Draw. Yep. Getting the Genie here, and then it's going to be Chernobog into Shark.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. Sacrifice Scepter. I know.
On your one.
On your own.
Yep. 2 Genies, a Shark, a Lumiere, and a Friends. For 7.
Bell.
Yep.
I can ink
Once more.
once more. And I haven't inked yet. I'm just on my
Yep.
1, 2.
So that's 10, 12, 14, 10, 14, 15.
That's 6 plus 9, yeah, 15.
Yep.
Real boats, popsicles that are in my yard. Pass turn.
All right. Ready, set, draw. This is becoming risky. For 6, it's going to be a second Maui.
Yeah.
Then for 3, it's going to be a Brawl here, gain 2.
Yep.
And for 3, it's going to be a Library. Then I'm going to ink a Friends, and for 3, it's going to be a Library.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to quest for 1 with Maui.
Okay.
Going to 11. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to start off by popsicle.
Yep. 5.
Let it go on your Maui. Questing for 2 with this Tamatoa, drawing 1. Chicha.
That works.
Dealing 3. Dealing another 3.
King.
Hope that works. Go ahead.
Sure. Gonna gain 2 from the library. Draw a card.
Chat has gone silent.
Yeah.
Like this is a snooze fest.
We're gonna remove that bell. We're gonna play 3 here for a crab. We're gonna play 3 for a fox, bouncing the crab, giving him the buff.
Yep.
Gonna send her into the library and into Tamatoa.
You got.
Drawing a card.
That's risky, sir.
It is. I'm well aware of that. And then for 1, it's going to be a broom. For 3, it's going to be a crab. And for 2, it's going to be a snake on the crab. And go ahead.
All right.
It's risky, but you're empty-handed on a board that favors me, so...
Does favor you. Cogsworth.
Yep.
Quest for 1. Go ahead.
Doing 2.
Yep.
Draw a card. Pay 6. Play a shark.
Oof.
Pass turn. I mean, I'm saying that. I'm going to remove the bell.
She has resist 1.
True, true. She has resist 1. So I'm just going to quest for 2 then. Go to 17. Go ahead.
Okay.
If it's a whole new world, I'm dead.
I know it's not. I wouldn't like be thinking right now if it were like actually a whole new world. I think I died to that top deck.
Probably, yeah.
God, that was like a long game. Well, the deck grinds. That's what that.
Yeah.
Like it grinds and it follows up quite. Yeah. Follows up quite well.
Sure. It definitely didn't feel aggro to me though playing.
Yeah.
Red, purple.
Well, yeah.
It's not as control-y as previous versions have been.
The other thing is like I had these 2 in my almost opening hand, so I had to quill them up. This would have been a very cute way of finishing the game.
True, true. But you were pretty far from it. With the bell, you would have been okay.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, the deck doesn't run Tamatoa so shiny.
Yeah.
Because you're not a full-on items deck.
There's one list I haven't tried yet.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to bring that out for the last match of the evening.
No problem.
Where's my deck box?
One of them has just gone away, right?
Yeah, it's vanished, apparently. Oh, it's right there.
What do you want me to play? Do you want me to play the same thing?
I think I actually want you to play this card.
Okay, I'll just pull out very quickly what I need from there.
Because I want to try the Steel Song.
Okay.
And that's one deck that, if it cannot beat this card, is going to have a hard time.
Yeah. I always say that the matchup is pretty even.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
That's kind of why I want to see it, like how it goes. Because I know that against the blue-red manner, it's not the best matchup. I don't think people were expecting that deck to be like coming back super strong when they announced the Hiram ban.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Here. Here. Yeah. Well, we have to say we're not like super surprised that that Shark made up. Like we were talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I've been like working on ever since the ban. So
yeah, but we also talked about it with Pierre-Marc last week on the video we interviewed him on. He was also in the opinion that like.
Well, that archetype pretty much was barely affected.
Yeah, like I remember playing that archetype with Hiram, and it was just like extra sauce, you know.
Yeah, like but when we were playing,
We were
me and a
cutting
friend,
some.
like I was at the end, I was just down to 2 Hirams. So
Yeah, I was to 3 at set champs, I think.
but we're playing like a more mid-range version, like almost control-y with all the Sisus and like a lot of 4-drops versus like going for super goof and
Yeah, well, that
so I don't know.
at least I have to say, as much as like DKP says that there's only one way to build a deck and that his way is the right way and whatnot. I think the deck has a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, it does.
And like you have a lot of flex spots compared to other decks that are really like stock, I want to say.
Yeah. No, you have your choice of 1-drops, you have your choice of 4-drops. You have like a few spots for removal that you can play with.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Even the top end, like what you want to do with it is really up to you. We're, as I was telling you earlier, we were talking about putting dragons in there.
Missing one card according to the sleeves.
Sure, even odds while you do that.
Even.
Every freaking time.
That's not like kids. This is how you win in DLCs and whatnot. Just
win every single die roll.
Easy enough, right? No, to be fair, like remember in day 2 of Atlanta, I was on the draw all day long, like all day long.
I'm aware. Yes, Patrick.
Alright, so should be ready here. I'll just give it a quick shuffle because playsets will be quite clumped up. But like at least it's good. It had the you know the wanted effect. The meta feels a lot more open. I'm not ready to say of like what is gonna be dominating.
I don't think it's clear yet. Mm-hmm.
No, because like some people were really hyped about red purple. I think it's fine. It always was fine, and it kind of started to struggle with the last list of blue steel, like at the butt end of set 6 and at the beginning of set number 7. Like they were nowhere to be seen. And now they're just back. I think, like I said, I think you cannot be playing Flynn anymore because it's just not that great of a card.
I mean, because of Bell, like Bell's bigger than Flynn, anyways, and it's a turn 1 play for blue now.
Okie doke. I'll be going for 30 here.
I'm going for 1.
Okay, then that's interesting. The thing is, there are games. I think Steel Song will have it really rough with the mix because like this list is playing. Pete Space Pirate, which I was playing in my Return of Hercules list, and sometimes you have games where you're just like Pete, Shift Pete, small Pete again. Like you will feel like you struggle at doing like
the Steel Song thing.
All right,
go ahead.
Inking Tinkerbell for a Diablo here.
Sure. So Pete, Smee, Whole New World, Robin, Rapunzel, Troubadour, and Robin.
pretty good hand, I would have to say. Go ahead.
Draw. So it will be a Troubadour into a Robin.
Yep.
Pass the turn. Blue, steel, aggro, red, purple, steel, purple, blue, red. Yeah, we haven't brought a steel, purple, but like steel, purple is still pretty good.
Yeah, and I think it was fairly
Both in
popular.
the mid-range and in the Jafar versions.
Like, it was fairly popular, I feel.
I mean, the blue-red like that that the guys are running is still very, very much singing songs and trying to take advantage of that. So I feel like there's still some value to be had there. It's going to be Pete into Mr. Shmee. Herr Shmee. And has a turn.
Draw. Ink Strength. Play John.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Prince Jonathan. Draw a card. What do I worry about the most here from you? I think it's going to be that, right? Yeah. So it's going to be Pete here.
Yeah.
And quest for 2. End turn, put a damage on Smee.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Draw. This is actually interesting. Ursula?
Sure. You get the whole new world, and then there's a Robin, a Daisy, and a Rapunzel.
Sure enough. I'll be drawing card of
Yep.
my Prince John. Itch. Shifting the Diablo. This will quest for sure. And this will go to my ink. Go ahead.
Sure thing. Draw. That is very, very interesting, but I think it's not what I want to do. Still. I'm going to ink the Rapunzel.
Yep. Shift the Robin.
Shift the Robin, play the Daisy.
Okay.
Now. What do you have in there that could... Well, you have a bunch of steel removal songs. So I don't think there's a point in me exerting that Robin, giving you a target for it. But the other two can definitely go quest for 3. Put a second damage here, and pass the turn.
Draw. Okay then. Morph.
Mm-hmm.
Use Diablo to sing strength onto Daisy.
Sure.
Sudden chill your last card.
Bianca.
Yep. Drawing a card of the John.
Yep.
Pete. Just gonna give you this value. And go ahead.
All right. Go for turn.
Let's see here.
I hate this, but you're going to make me discard it if I keep it in hand. 2 cards.
Yeah, just running.
Yep, go ahead.
5 as well. Draw here.
Because even with a Tinkerbell or whatever, you still need to send 2 things at Robin, so...
Yeah. This is not great. This is gonna quit for sure.
Yep.
And I'm
So
actually...
I've been saying it for a while now in the last decks we've been playing, and the fact that this list is stuck and still isn't running it is something that bugs me. There's no frickin' grab your sword in those lists.
I think I like, or at least Bagheera. Like I can understand if you're worried about uninkables.
But Bagheera's crap, and like I need to remove your board. You're not gonna bounce. Like you're not gonna rush into Bagheera.
No, well,
I need something proactive.
I'm debating into crashing into your.
Well, yeah, but like if there's a Bagheera on board, like you're not gonna attack it.
No. I'm never gonna do that. I'm actually gonna be removing your Pete. Go ahead.
Draw off a turn.
I'll draw as well.
Quest for 2.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Draw. Okay. That is...
I'd like to mention that for a Steel Song deck, I have seen exactly 1 song, and it's not a removal one.
Really hypnotize.
Sure. GG.
Yeah,
like,
I think
with 2 Diablos on board and everything.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna lock you up.
No, yeah, that was too far.
You can...
I need a grab in that list. Like,
do you want to go grab your sword?
No. It's 10 p.m. Like, we're just ending the stream at this point. But
all right, no problem.
but like, what I'm saying is, this list doesn't need 4 Zeuses.
No.
It needs some grabs.
Like I don't remember what list you decided to go with.
The one that did the best in the tournament. It was top 16, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's egregious. Like, I remember when we were running... you can just put this full. Yeah. We'll just go back to our faces here. I remember back when we were playing Steel Song.
Mm-hmm.
We were always saying, like, you kind of try and paint with all of like the shades of removal. You want maybe like 3 Zeuses, 1 grab, stuff like that. Because you were really pressed for uninkables, and that's fun.
That's the that's the spirit of the deck. But if you're expecting a bunch of smaller stuff, like all the purple stuff as
Chernadog too.
Like Chernadog is that. Even the Steel Song matchup, like there's white boards. This card is a white board, and not having anything that like deals a lot to these.
Yeah, well, you know, like Prince John's gonna live forever.
Yeah,
like if you.
Yeah, because you're never gonna exert it. Like.
Yeah, you'll just gain the value from it, and at some point it's gonna get exerted, and like you don't really care about it. Like this time, I started to challenge with it, and it was just because I knew I was.
Yeah, because you were already winning. No, I think I'm definitely cutting a Zeus from it to put at least 1 grab.
Yeah, maybe like the problem is like you cannot cut on Leatherstorm, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You cannot cut from Whole New World, so that's already 8 uninkables you cannot touch.
Yeah, and then the daisies you're at 12.
How many daisies does it run?
It's a 4 daisy deck, I'm pretty sure.
I think, well, this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Steel Song must be running 4 daisies.
I mean, you gotta raise the blue decks if they don't have the bell start.
Yes, for sure. The only thing is, like, you already have your choices of 1-drops in there.
Yeah.
Like, you're always going to be running Cindy.
Yep, you're always going to be running Cindy. You're always going to be running...
Robin almost all the time. So yeah, I know you like.
The thing with running the daisies is that she's an ally for Bianca.
Right.
But then again, the deck doesn't run the big Cindy, so it becomes a question of.
And that's kind of my worry about
Sure, she's a 5/5, but Maui Shark is evasive. Like, she doesn't deal with a lot.
that. Also, like Cindy really takes a lot of advantage of like you running a whole bunch of songs.
Yep.
Okay, this is gonna be a 4-drop. Like it's gonna be a 4-drop, but like this being a 5-drop is not that egregious.
I mean, you know what else is a 4-drop that usually costs 6? The Shift Aerial.
yeah, and that too is really good in my opinion.
Like, it's to me, it's a better board control thing.
Oh yeah,
Than Steel Song. So
yeah, and now even like the green steel lists have started to pick up on
Yeah.
the tech. Like I don't want to say I invented the tech or whatnot, but
No.
I've been like really
you've been pioneering it for a
yeah,
while.
I've been really popular for doing it, and like people were always saying, "Oh yeah, it's really nice to see you running it."
Yeah, no, I'm curious to see like how I could play with. I'll probably play around with the Biancas, the Zeus, and the Daisies.
I would definitely be, like, but that's me because like you know
Yeah,
I
you
love,
always play your big Cinderella.
yeah, I'll always be on Big Cindy over Bianca. I understand why she's good. I understand. I understand why she's good because like she's like a good singer to replace like to just follow up Ariel with.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
you want to do something else than Rapunzel because you don't have anything to heal up. But
No, like it's an okay. It's a really good common. I'll say that.
for sure, but I don't know. Like
But I don't
think,
know if she's my play style for Steel Song.
I think people have been really high on her, and I don't quite understand why.
I mean, the thing is, she's got like. Let me just bring us back here for a second. So, most of your early plays end up being ally in the current build. So you got the Daisy, the Lawrence, the Shmi, and the Troubadour.
Yeah.
So you're almost certain to have an ally on board by turn 4 when she's on curve,
Yeah.
which is fine. But then again, if turn 1 you're playing Daisy, you're not playing Cinderella, you're not singing. If turn 3 you're playing Lawrence, you're not playing
Ariel.
you're not singing. So, like, there's really the Troubadour that's on curve for that.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, if you're playing the Miss Bianca lines, you're not doing the Steel Song thing.
Yeah, because you're not doing Robin into Robin if you're playing Daisy to have an ally on board.
Sure.
And you're not playing Lawrence if you're Robin into Robining. So, like, if you're doing Robin into Robin, you're not doing that, she's doing nothing. Unless you have the Smee. I mean, the Smee or Troubadour. Like, your two drops are both allies, but...
It must be tinkered with, like...
Yeah.
It's been, like, a theme with Steel Song. This too is, like... what deck was I saying? It's like a Shark McDuck.
Yeah.
It's a deck that's... Well, it's interesting to say that. I'm going to say it's flexible. It's somewhat flexible. Like,
What, Steel Song?
half of it is just, like, intangible.
Oh, yeah.
Half of it is intangible, but the other half is, like, so fluid, I want to say.
Hey, you know what the problem is?
What?
When we built the deck,
We forgot songs.
we didn't put the Storm Rage on then.
We have Let the Storm, but... Oh, okay, yeah, those strings...
The strength, sorry.
The strings that
We
I
didn't
was...
put the string that you pulled out. Like, we didn't sleeve them.
Oh, God. Well,
That might explain quite a bit.
yeah, that might help, but, like... It's the same thing week in, week out. We're saying, oh, we're going to build the decks in advance and whatnot, and then we decide what we're going to play the day of. Like, I text you in the morning.
It's not even that. Like, the schedule for running these is kind of crazy, to be completely honest with people here. But, like, it leaves that we're usually deciding the decks somewhere in the day with being like, okay, cool, you need to build the decks by, like, we start around 8.
I get
It's a
here-
work day for me.
yeah. Like we're lucky that it's my off day and
Yeah.
that I get to build like my stuff at home. But
No, exactly. So it does. Last week you pulled the strings in the Ruby I'm at this Ruby deck.
Yeah.
And this week, we just didn't put him in the deck at all.
That's fine.
Nice.
It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen.
I mean, there's something with those Strength of a Raging Fire. I'm sure that...
They're cursed.
Exactly. That playset is cursed. I need to replace it.
Foil ones? Foil ones? Wink, wink?
No, not at the price they're at right now. I already have one foil, though. Just need 3 more. But no, yeah. So, but even then, like, it's still running only 16 songs. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. I have the World's Greatest and the... one World's Greatest. And
You're
one
always
Bare
around
Necessities.
18. Yeah. You're always around 18.
I'm usually more around 20 to 22, to be honest. So
I think 22 might be a bit heavy because you're skimping out on some characters. So
a bit, but now that almost every character is a great singer, like with the troubadours, with the I'm usually good with 20.
19 to 20 is probably my sweet spot too. 18 is the lowest I've went when playing the deck, and I played a lot of Steel Song.
But yeah, I think some little ducks might be going, and some mice might be replaced by bigger robins, the bigger Ariels.
Cindy's and Ariels.
I might put one Cindy.
Yeah, because it's so strong. Like, you exactly have to have what? Okay, Shark will trade with it. But even they're trading their Shark.
Yeah.
They have to be prep it.
Pretty much.
There's like no good answer for.
No, and it's a good threat.
Yeah, like having 1 to 2 Ariels and like 1 to 2 big Cindy's my opinion.
I think it might be like 2 Daisies traded for 2 grab, and then those becoming 2 big Ariels and a big Cindy.
I would like
for
that
me.
list. Yeah, no, I think I dig that list a lot. Like,
I might trade it.
Also, I really liked this list. It has my mods in it, obviously, but it felt really strong.
Where are the strings?
They're like right there.
Where here?
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Oh yeah, there they are. They're even sleeved in the right sleeves and everything.
The other one I don't know where it is because we pulled it out of.
Oh right, we pulled it out. Good.
So yeah.
And then my son was playing earlier with the deck and not winning because he couldn't find his removal.
Well, that explains it.
Yeah, this explains that.
What is Chet saying? Floodborn City is
OP.
Well, there's a reason I love that card so much. Like, I think it does a lot. It's super resilient with being resist +2. Being able to challenge ready characters is huge also, and it fits in so well with the shells she's with, like in green, steel, and Steel Song.
Yep.
Like, you have so many good songs. You're like pitching damage left and right, challenging the bigger thing that you cannot get with removal. It's just great.
Let me fix that right now.
You're fixing the deck right now for like next week?
I mean, we have a league tomorrow.
Okay.
And I know Kiddo's gonna want to play Steel Song.
All right.
So
you're putting him on the right version of it. So we're adding grabs because, are you sure you want to? Oh, okay. You took out 2 daisies, which work with the uninkable rate.
Easy uninkable count the same. I only took 1 aerial. I need to take 2.
I'm just doing the same work I do before streams, just like sleeving things up as we go along.
Super high value production, guys.
Oh yeah. Right now you see like behind the scenes. We're taking you behind the scenes tonight. You'll be missing one of the.
Yeah, I know. I'll figure out where it is afterwards. Probably in my blue steel.
What did I just do? But yeah, I still think this is a good deck. It has to find like its footing.
I do like the one Bare Necessity and the one World's Greatest.
Yeah, sometimes I like running a second one of this if you have the space.
Yeah.
In very action centric and non-character centric metagames, you're gonna like a lot of locations right now, a lot of actions for Maui Shark.
Yep.
I think you have value in playing this, and like I might even consider getting one of this for one of the Bare Necessity, but that's like just
Yeah, like the thing is, this hits both the Sharks and the Sisus,
yeah.
which are two huge threats to the deck, because this deck is somewhat vulnerable to big Sisu.
Yes, but that's also why you have
Yeah, the World's Greatest.
this thing, even though it's usually a very cute ink.
I mean, in the right matchup, you need it.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, I've found myself, I think it was at the... I think it was in Continentals, I had two of them in my deck, because Shark was just printed at that point. So I really wanted to be, like, respecting Shark, and, like, you know, Blue-Red was everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, the Bare Necessities really is... Like, there's not a lot of decks right now that it doesn't hit to a degree.
It's like maybe what Chernadog is gonna be a deck.
Yeah, Chernadog.
It whiffs, so you just ink it with Extreme Prejudice.
But then you have the World's Greatest for the Chernabog itself, where it's like, bleh. Good job, just putting all your deck back in, all your discard back in your deck.
Yeah. I think we at least had, like, it gave us a bit of an insight of what is good, what wasn't. Like, I was actually surprised about how the Blue Steel was operating. I think it was just, like, a bit underwhelming that I had to quill away.
Like, it might be the better Steel Song, if I'm being completely honest. Like, we'll see how it turns out.
You mean...
But it has a chance of being the better Steel Song. Like... If what you need from your steel deck is a lot of removal, a whole new world, and something to finish the game, blue steel might end up doing a better job than amber.
Maybe because you know Belle is working in the same way as Cinderella at this point.
Yep.
You still have this package, like the package.
You have this package. You have the Ariel that cycles when you sing. That's a 3 cost as well. She doesn't sing for 5, but you still have something like that.
Yeah, well...
And you have blue to dig, like, you can ramp and you can just expand on turn 2 instead of playing, like...
Your two drops just get you closer to that 5 critical mass. I don't know if it's still a Fishbone Quail deck. Like,
I don't think it is.
Like, I put it in there because Fishbone and A Whole New World have always worked, like, really well hand-in-hand together. Yep.
But like then the Tamatoa 6 becomes really good because you're feeding your graveyard with Whole New World, so your discard, so you can recycle some of the popsicle that you just wheel. Yeah,
or that you stacked with Bell, like you were doing. I tonight I played the Scepter of Arendelle. I also was considering the Shield of Arendelle.
Yep.
As a one drop item. I think I decided to go for the Scepter because your characters now have you're a Cogsworth deck.
Yep.
So now you can start bumping into stuff which you usually don't really want to be doing.
Yeah. So with support you can.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hopefully this gave you some insight into what the new meta can look like, some decks to explore, some things to experiment with.
We're certainly gonna re-explore it like week after week. Like next week, maybe we can do something along the lines of something more serious, I think, or like just being more focused.
Yeah.
Because I'll have the 2K to play. I don't know if you'll go to.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided on it, but yeah, the 2K's coming up. I know that like. Last weekend, sure, there were results. DKP did well. Blue-Red did well. It's a deck that was mostly unaffected, but people were caught with, like, 3 days to prepare.
Yeah.
So, I'm very curious to see what the upcoming week's events are going to give us. in that regards.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep an eye on that. We're going to be building whatever comes up and what seems interesting. Definitely going to be trying an updated version of that, as well as a purple steel for next week. So if you have a good purple steel list, send it my way. I'm definitely curious to see what you guys are brewing on that front. If not, it's probably going to be Jafar. Because I think it's doing better in this meta than it was in the previous one, and it was already good.
Probably.
Just put Shark and Sisu in any deck and you top. I mean, until people start teching for Shark and Sisu, and those decks, like, sure, we saw it tonight. Like, there's a lot of card selection, but you don't actually draw that much to refill your hand. So
No. Like, you have to work a lot for your card advantage.
yeah.
So, which is, like, it's probably what they wanted to accomplish by banning Hiram. Because, like, right now, drawing is, yes, a purple thing, because that's the identity of the color. It's okay with, like, you've seen me draw, like, a bunch with Diablos tonight, or with Whole New World, but that's about it.
I mean, the answer to Sisu is to play bigger butts, like a bit bigger strengths. Because Ras is like, there's no answer to Sisu right now. The answer to Sisu is that, but yeah.
Because Coil isn't that good. It's not as free. Like, we were talking with the people from Sherbrooke this weekend. Like, items have a real cost now.
Yeah.
Playing Maurice Workshop feels terrible. Like, it's three ink, do nothing the turn it comes in.
Although, I will share a small peek of what I've been working with for the coil. So give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, our opinion when we were in Sherbrooke, just I'm building upon what I was saying for people at home. Like, items have a real cost, and like their tempo, like as any card is, like kind of tempo negative, it's not gonna replace itself anytime soon. As Flaversham was doing it, sometimes your coil or your quill was not doing anything much, so you need it. Like, you just could sack it to Flaversham and you get infinite cards, which you can't do anymore. And it just makes your items feel more like wavy on your deck building consideration. So
I'll be right back.
no problem. I'll just turn around because my eyes are so bad. I'm about to make a rush deck with Devil Eyes, Diamond, Ruby Coil, and Wade Medallion. Well, like, if you've seen the start of the meta when we were playing around with Red Steel. Red Steel, we were doing fairly well with the Mushu. It was actually exciting. The only problem is the Blue Steel matchup was so bad that you didn't really want to bump into it, and like everybody was about the Blue Steel matchup. But I don't know if Ruby Coil is the way to go. Weighted Medallion feels good. I think if you're going with rush things, shifting onto the Queen of Hearts was really good. Yeah, I'm still struggling a bit this week, but it's towards the end. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
There it is. All right. So, fun things that the Ruby, Sapphire, Maui Shark, Shark McDuck can do. So, turn 3, because you've ramped, you play a Keydat Creative Thinker. She's Ward. She's going to survive a turn.
We talked about that card last week with Pierre-Marc.
And you can exert her to look at the top 2 Put one in your inkwell, the other on top. Then turn 4, you start the turn by playing Raya, Comadron Rider. When a card is put into the inkwell, you may ready another character of yours. They can quest for the rest of the turn. So let's say you activate her, look at the top 2, put 1, ready her. And then you can activate her again. You can sing How Far I Go. And if you have a Fan the Flames, you can do that again on turn 4. So you can get to 8 ink on turn 4. But more importantly, once you have this on board, you can really easily start
just like machine
gunning and using your small Raya, your Brawl, your big Raya, your small Sisu, your Brawl, your big Sisu. And just, like, you can remove a shark in a turn just by playing, like, singing How Far I'll Go, readying Kida, and then small Sisu, or, like, Brawl. The tempo of this package in the Shark McDuck with the Sisus is, like, incredible, to be honest. It's really fun to play with.
It must feel good, because, like, I remember playing versions adjacent to what you're talking about. Last set, like, we weren't playing Kita because we had to hear him, but you know,
yeah,
we didn't have Coil, which now is a very interesting tool for that.
For that archetype, like, it works really well.
I really hope Pierre-Marc is still here listening to us, or at least
he's sent, like, I've sent him my list. He's actually the one who sold me putting Coil in the deck, and like doing that before we talked last week.
Okay.
But that's what I've been playing with this weekend, and the synergy of that feels really good, and it ramps you up so fast. It's pretty crazy. And yeah, you're talking about Ruby Steel. I genuinely feel Ruby Steel might be better now without Hiram, because the blue decks are slower and the item deck is not as explosive anymore. Yeah. And because you have the evasive Sisu, the Mulan, because you have what's the card? One Last Hope that lets you ready challenge ready characters. Like, I feel the deck has more legs than it did before, even with the element of surprise gone, because they still have to do something.
For sure. Now that we're talking about Red Seal, I'm getting kind of excited, and maybe that is something we could be re-exploring for next episode.
Yeah, and also, like, Maui Shock with Fan the Flames is just...
Oh, just disgusting. Just disgusting. You're just gonna actually machine gun everything while there's something to challenge, right?
Yeah, as long as there's something to challenge, and that's why in the challenge deck it's even more potent, because you can challenge ready characters and he gets resist +2.
Right, he's a hero.
He's a hero. So no, like, there's some really cool interactions that we can... pick a fight. I mean, I prefer... One Last Stand to pick a fight, but same effect.
Yeah, it's because One Last Hope is singable. This is probably the main thing.
And the shark. Ras, just play your Chromicon. You're going to be fine.
he will have to, like, banish your character and bring it back to hand and recast it, and that will be the end of the world.
Yeah, he doesn't have Rush. Like, I feel if the shark had Rush, he'd be a lot more...
That would be ridiculous. Stop that. Oh, God.
Buff the shark.
Okay, we're banning cards, but then we're buffing obviously broken cards.
Yes, that's how it works. But anyways, with that little sneak peek into what I might be bringing to the set championships, or maybe not. Like, we'll see how the meta evolves. But that's my gut instinct for when they ban Hiram.
And that's kind of the whole thing. I was, like, kind of like taking a sneak peek at, like, at least it gave us that situation where you're like, you get to brew, you get to just go to the drawing board and come up with stuff.
I mean, banning Hiram freed 8 slots in that deck by default. Like, just 4 Popsicle, 4 Hirams, that's 8 slots. Okay, cool. Now what do you do with it? How do you play?
Yeah.
And yeah, that Kida Creative Thinker set 7, still a 25-cent card at the time we speak. I genuinely believe she has potential because of her ability to stay one turn as a 4-drop.
Yeah, like, people forget that it has a really relevant line of text on it.
Ward. I was telling you earlier on Lorcanito, like, the amount of people who have, like, okay, turn 3, I play my Kita, and then they just sing, let the storm or strength of a raging fire. And then you see the little pop-up, do you want to cancel the last move? It's like, no.
Entering tryhard mode.
Hey, I mean, people gotta learn, and you learn from your mistakes more than your...
No, I always say that. Like, in an FNM, like, I'm always saying that story. Like, I played an FNM a few weeks ago when we had to skip on an episode. And it was the first time I was playing Magic in a while. At the store, I mean.
Yeah.
And I was playing Standard. And I was playing against someone I know fairly well, a good friend. And I knew the shape of his hand. I knew he had the burn spell to finish me off. And I tell him, if you draw a land, you finish me off. He drops the land, and then starts thinking. And doesn't find the line. And just says, no, I cannot finish you off. Good job, you win. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
No. I'm the good guy, even though, like, I tap his 5 mana, take the card from his hand, and say, that to my face. He's like, oh, right. Like, yeah, I'm going to give it to you, and, like, let's play game 3 now.
Was it a prowess thing, or was it just, like...
No, it was an actual burn spell to the face.
But it didn't trigger, like, prowess or anything?
No.
It was... Okay.
No, it was just, like, tap 5, deal 4 to my face.
Bolt wave.
No, it was...
Anyways.
Burst lightning.
Oh, yeah, that's that one. Anyways. We got off rails pretty fast. Thanks, guys, for joining us. And going on with our rambling. Really appreciated to have you here. As always, we're going to see you next Monday. There's probably going to be an Inkling Adventure before then if I can find the time to finish the edits. But we're working really hard on that. And until then, keep questing.